Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
I'm Josh.
I'm Megan.
We
got that going for us, which is nice.
This is an end of year video. We're just reaching out to all our subscribers, wishing you a new and happy new year, a safe new year, and we're just
2023 is the year.
Yes, for something. And we thought we'd just throw a video up on one of our go-to whiskeys. Josh has one that has always been his favorite. I have one that's always been my favorite.
Let me precursor that. Not necessarily my favorite, but consistency, price point, flavor. It's always a good go-to.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say it's my favorite.
Yeah,
not to cut you
either.
off, but
you're right.
Because you got your Weller 12.
Correct.
So there's other whiskeys that are better than these, but we're just kind of going over our year in review, basically. Good whiskey to have,
right?
It's kind of a send off for the year. So.
Yeah, and not the standard run of the mill stuff,
Correct.
But readily available.
Correct.
And I toiled for myself. I toiled back and forth between Buffalo Trace, just standard release Buffalo Trace at $26 to $28 a fifth. One of my favorites, always good. Neat on ice in a mixer.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, well, Buffalo Trace, that's overplayed. But there's a reason it's overplayed because it's good.
Right.
So don't be that guy. Just enjoy it.
Right.
That's my disclaimer.
It is. And that was one reason I didn't put Buffalo Trace up here. I went with another one that I drink almost as much, but not quite. So, is Angel's Envy. It's a great, great bourbon, well made. Price point on it's $49, so it's just right at $50. You get a fifth. It's pretty readily available. It's finished in port wine barrels, so it's bourbon with a little bit more character to it than just standard bourbon. And
Do you ever use that in cocktails?
I have never used it in cocktails.
I was going to say, it's more of a sipper than...
It is.
Because Buffalo Trace is more versatile.
Right.
I think. You can use it in things, but...
You're right.
I don't know if I've never seen someone make a cocktail with Angel's Envy.
No. I just think...
the port wine finish might be a little...
Right. Maybe in a Manhattan.
Maybe.
You might be able to... Because you're using vermouth. Yeah. And that's a wine product. So that would be a cocktail off the top of my head that you may use Angel's Envy with. I personally like it neat or on ice. It's best served that way. The proof point is coming in at 86.6 proof. So it's a relatively
easy sipper.
It's an easy sipper, consistent, readily available around the nation. It is a Kentucky bourbon, and that's just one of mine that's always been a favorite. I always have it in the bar, and it's a go-to. So that would be mine.
And mine's the old rare breed. Always, at least around here, it's always around. It's basically Wild Turkey barrel proof. So it's 110 proof. I think it's 50.4% alcohol. So it's a little hotter. But I like Wild Turkey products in general. Just regular 101 is one of my favorites. Right. But this one has just a little extra kick of that barrel proof. So it's to me, it's like the original, like the OG coming out of the barrel. Like that's what you want. You want but it is hot. So if you don't like super hot whiskey as far as alcohol wise, I'd water it down a little. But then you're just gonna get it down to like a 101. But I really like this product. I always have, year after year. It's one of my favorites. It's $45 for a 110 proof whiskey that's delightful in my opinion. It's a high rye product, so if you don't like the high rye, you might not like this. If you don't like regular 101, you're definitely not going to like this, I don't think. But
101 on
I think
steroids.
it's got, because it's not watered down, almost like less of a rye punch to it. It's got more alcohol, but the rye punch is a little more subdued because there's less water in it, which if you watch the channel or watch other channels, adding more water to rye brings out that ryegrass. So that's just one of my favorites for the year-end thing. I couldn't really pinpoint my favorite for the year because, I mean, let's be honest. We drink a lot of whiskey. and nothing stood out above and beyond my realm of like, oh my god. I mean, we had the benchmark single barrel is like $25, and both of us were like, that was way better than I thought.
Oh yeah,
but I can't say it's one of my top, top 5 or whatever. So, anyways, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. If you like Wild Turkey products and you haven't tried this, I highly suggest it. It's delicious.
Yes. We also wanted to do a shout out and a thank you to all our subscribers. The channel is, there's a hole in your mouth. Other than the nose and regular.
I think I was drinking and tried to talk at the same time. You ever do that?
That'll happen.
I would advise not to do that.
Probably not advised. Yeah. Public service announcement as well.
40-something years of living. That's good advice.
The channel now is growing. It's still growing. We thank you all for subscribing and the comments. I try to answer as quick as I can. Sometimes I get a little busy. The channel is now pushing 4,045, 46 subscribers, which blows me away because you all are amazing folks. You've sent us gifts. We've got bottles of whiskey. We've had amazing things like plaques made for us from subscribers that are just whiskey lovers, and we appreciate it and thank you all so very much. And you have helped this channel grow. We've purchased equipment thanks to the contributions and AdSense that you all have helped us gain. So it goes a long way, and it's really appreciated.
But it's funny, we still use, because we're not tech savvy, we still record these on an iPad.
That is true.
Which is probably pretty funny to even people that don't use an iPad.
You could use a camera or something.
Super easy. Just use your iPhone and just
So if
any creatures of habit.
We are. If there's any of you that are tech savvy and suggestions of what works really well,
like you guys suck.
We would appreciate it. Maybe we need to find an editor-in-chief that can run the show and maybe do different camera angles and stuff, because the channel doesn't earn lots.
For fun.
Yeah, for fun.
Put your name in the credits.
There you go. We hope you all have had a great 2022, and we're looking forward to 2023. There's going to be some unfortunate changes to the channel.
Yeah.
Who knows how long? It might be short-lived. We don't know.
A couple years at least.
Josh is, we work at a certain place, and he's going to be relocating to a different days off and stuff, so he may not be on the show quite as frequently. He may be stuck with just
when
me.
he has weird guests, make sure you put in the comments how much you miss me, just to make me feel better about myself.
Please do.
I'm kind of needy that way.
So that's something going into 2023. Hopefully it's short-lived. But anyway, we'll see how that pans out. I got nothing else. No. Just a great whiskeys, couple of good ones.
Again, they're not our absolute favorites, but they're good, consistent.
Right.
Two totally different bourbons in a way.
Absolutely.
But they're good. Pick them up. Let us know what you guys like. Yeah. What's a whiskey that you find yourself pouring and you're like, oh, I didn't really realize, but I'm on my 3rd bottle this year or whatever. And don't ever be afraid to be whiskey shamed. Like I was telling you, you tell people like, oh, Buffalo Trace, and they're like, no, that's overplayed. It's like, it's good. It's like when your favorite band becomes popular, like, oh, now they sold out. That's the point. Right. You want to make money. Yeah. That's why they do these things. Yep. So, Buffalo Trace is an amazing product. Yeah, I drink it more than Angel's Envy, but this was one that's unique and it's available. And maybe I was a little bit scared of the shaming. Can't be. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Great whiskeys, though. Both stand on their own, comparable ABVs. And like Josh said, that single barrel is a great one. It's not single barrel. It's a barrel proof. Barrel proof, sorry. That's okay. Great. Wild Turkey products are great. I am just not a huge fan of most of the other Wild Turkeys. Right. There's a few of them I really like. 101 I've always enjoyed. So we'll wrap this video up. We hope you all have a wonderful 2022/2023 New Year's. This video will come out real quick like. It's going to come out on New Year's Eve. That right? It is. Yeah. Is that Saturday? Yeah. It is. So this video will come out New Year's Eve. Yeah. So enjoy. Which is on a Saturday. Jeez. Everyone's going to go to jail.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
Don't drive. There's Ubers. Jesus.
Yes, use Uber.
Have fun, but don't drive. God.
Yes. With that, we'll wrap this video up. Thank you all for all the thumbs up, comments, and subscribing, and just following us. We appreciate it immensely, and we love you all out there in the whiskey community. You all are amazing folks. With that, we'll wrap this one up. As always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons any way you like. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I have a drunk wife up there.
Oh, wait.